40 kilograms, which is actually surgery at 17. Now, due to a hormone dysfunction, his breasts started growing at the same rate as his female peers, and so at 17 he got his unwanted breasts removed. This surgery, which cost him $3,500, would then be the start of the next 18 years of his surgery addiction. So far, he's had 57 procedures, which he spent a total of $883,000.
This artery, she had no blood supply, and can lead to swelling and excruciating pain in both of the
ended up looking like this. Days later, her lips were still black and blue.
Doll. But focus on her before and after photos more closely, then you'll see the apparent changes. Her cheeks, lips and chin look like they've had work done. You can obviously see that she'd fillers injected into her lips. Looks like she had Botox injected into her cheeks and chin area too. But she must consider herself very lucky, as the other entry. Sadly, a plastic surgery addiction had made her pretty face drastically different now. Michaela says she developed an addiction to lip collagen injections at a young age, and still continues to get treatments to this day. You can clearly see that she had work done to every part of her face, and barely looks recognizable. Michaela Romanini was once so beautiful, that both men and women found her attractive. It's really a damn shame what happened to her face. Absolutely right, as she's literally trying to morph herself into a cartoon character. Christina Rey holds the Guinness Book of World Records for having the biggest lips in the world. She claims to be obsessed with looking like her favorite cartoon character, Jessica Rabbit, and she has had thousands of lip injections in order to achieve her unique look. Christina Rey's before and after transformation is quite mind-boggling, and she's adamant on having even more plastic surgery. She already blew up her lips to astronomical proportions, and even got some horn implants embedded in her forehead, but she's now planning on having a nose job, breast implants, and also intends on having her ears pointed like an elf. Oh boy, her plastic surgery addiction is really getting out of hand. Ludicrous and unbelievable. Pete Burns is another unfortunate soul addicted to plastic surgery. He has spent almost all of his life savings on cosmetic procedures. He was once a famous singer for Dead or Alive, a now defunct British band, famous for the hit single, You Spin Me Round Like a Record. Even though he admitted that it's quite possible that his face might fall off one day, he says that won't deter him from getting more surgery. The once handsome man now looks completely unrecognizable to his former self. Stallone. During an interview, at the age of 93, Jackie admitted she regretted getting so much plastic surgery, and thinks she resembles a chipmunk with a mouthful of walnuts. Jackie underwent an extremely botched facelift, and she has tried almost everything from cheek implants, lip jobs, brow lifts to nose jobs, to rectify her appearance. She's also an eccentric character. She claims she can talk to dogs, and once set up a psychic hotline, whereby people catch plastic surgery. She's a famous fashion designer, who underwent a series of plastic surgery procedures, after taking over the House of Versace. A simple glimpse at her before and after pictures lets you know why she deserves the 5th spot on this list. She has become a caricature of herself. People usually get a nose job to make their noses smaller, but because of Donatella's multiple botched surgeries,
Experienced blurry vision. Kat took to social media to warn others.
I just really, really hope that people take this as a lesson, and that's all I want. I learned it. I had to learn it the hard way, and I would hate to watch anybody else go through anything like this again. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
Were you around my shade before?
Yeah, probably a little lighter.
Paul Carrison wanted a cure for his flaky skin. He drank a supposed home remedy of silver and water, and when he rubbed it on his skin, it turned blue. A few years later, shortly before his death,
most of these people on our countdown have had such bad plastic surgery that they don't even look recognizable to their former selves anymore. Some of these unfortunate souls just had bad luck by choosing a horrible plastic surgeon, while the others have developed an addiction to plastic surgery. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe, and also smash the like button, because that's just what cool people do. Now, let's get started with our top 10 countdown of the most botched plastic surgery fails.
Here are our most memorable stories about people who tried to be their own cosmetic surgeons. As a reminder, don't try any of this at home. First, we have a
Horatio claims he's only had 15 surgeries in his lifetime thus far, and those include 4 rhinoplasties, liposuction, and removing their ribs. I think the first time was the singer Marilyn Manson when I was like 13. Where she was allergic to, Farah's lip tripled in size, and she posted a picture of it on Twitter, captioning it, "Girlfriends, don't say I didn't warn ya, #botched." Despite her bad experience, she still found some huge Ukrainian model and an out of extra slim waist, but Valeria has said she achieved the look from gymming and a strict diet. Her goal is to be part of Breatharianism, a cult that believes food and water is not necessary for survival, and living via sunlight instead. Personally, I do think she's had some more surgery done other than a breast augmentation, because her proportions are uncanny, but I could be totally wrong. At the age of 16, a photographer told us Kelly was mortified, as anyone would be. A year later, the same surgeon offered to fix it free of cost, but this time it was even worse. But also, no, Kelly, you can't like vodka, and admitting she'd spent the previous night partying away. After her small shoot to fame, Chloe, who is now a TV personality, YouTuber, and Instagram influencer, underwent a series of surgeries. She had a Brazilian butt lift, lip enhancements, a breast augmentation, and a series of nose jobs. After a second nose job, which she had done in Ukraine by a surgeon she found on Instagram, Chloe was left unable to.
Eventually, the infection went away. But I was left with a roadmap on my stomach. One side hangs lower than the other. I have a cone in the middle. It just disgusts me. I don't even want to look in a mirror. You know.
The rich and famous, and seeing cosmetic surgery and body contouring as a true symbol of what it means to lead a glamorous, rich lifestyle. I mean, I feel like there are a couple